1 win away from the title, but in the back of their heads, this City team also know they could be one slip up from failure. It's an afternoon of last day drama that awaits. David Moyes' final game in charge of West Ham. Can the former Manchester United manager upset his old rivals here today? And for the home side, the permutation's so simple. Win this game and Manchester City win the Premier League.
City already on the halfway line with the ball, starting to probe, starting to ask the questions against a West Ham team that are always a little up and down. They can be very good on their day, but if it doesn't quite happen, they can be well beaten. And they've got to make sure today they start this game really well.
Paqueta's given it away on the edge of his own penalty area. This is Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden!
Oh!
For Manchester City! Inside 90 seconds, the player of the year shows why he's been worthy of such accolades. And on the last day of the season, you don't get a game to start any better than that if you are Manchester City.
Oh, how many times has this boy this season stepped in on that left foot and zipped it straight into the top corner? Just watch the way he lets this roll past him and then takes it on that left foot. And oh my goodness, what a strike that is. He's hit some crackers, some beauties this season. Has he hit a better one than that? I'm not so sure. What a start without Jarrod Bowen. And again, going behind, having to alter the shape to a back three, David Moyes now, makes it so much more difficult.
Paqueta gives the ball away again. Lovely nutmeg by De Bruyne. It was the Brazilian Lucas Paqueta who gave away possession on the edge of his own penalty area in the build-up to the goal. Here is Josko Gvardiol, who has now started 10 Premier League games in a row. It's been his longest run of starts in the top flight. Another tester, De Bruyne this time, repelled away by Areola. It is Kevin De Bruyne, and it's a double-fisted punch from Alphonse Areola.
Yeah, he was always shaping up there, De Bruyne, wasn't he, to really hit that. Spin in behind and let your teammates go as long as they like. That's what he wants to do, Antonio, run and sprint onto things.
Took onto that right foot of his, and it brings a good save out of Areola.
It's a great strike and little deflection, I think, off for Thomas Souček there, yeah.
Foden to De Bruyne on his left. Pass to Kanji was uncharacteristically off course from De Bruyne. City trying to keep it alive with Bernardo Silva. Kanji. Rodri. Doku. Fancies it again. His first ever Premier League goal came against West Ham for Jeremy Doku. It was at London Stadium earlier on this season. He clearly fancies himself for a goal today. 5 attempts for Manchester City, 5 of them on target. Pep Guardiola's team mean business. Rodri so close to stretching the lead.
But it's a really good chance, this. Brilliant play from De Bruyne. Because it's in between his feet there a bit, he just ends up toe punting it and doesn't really get it.
Rodri. Gvardiol, difficult one to receive. He's done very well. Haaland. Doku. Foden again! He is in dreamland. Manchester City's number 47 makes it 2-0 on the deciding day of this Premier League season. How decisive was that?
Wonderful. Just a complete footballer, honestly. Running out of adjectives for this boy. It's just the start of his career. But that's another beautiful goal. Just strokes it in, passes it into the corner. Once Rodri releases Gvardiol, and they get dragged in a little bit there, Soufal. Now all of a sudden Mavropanos goes out to the ball. They're a bit stretched and there's a gap. It's not a big gap, but there's a slight gap. And Doku just drops it in there perfectly. Just can't get the ball out, can they? Can't keep it for 3 or 4 passes, West Ham. And just that one little raid when Emerson found himself running beyond the midfield, but that aside, it's on the back foot all the time.
That's been it from David Moyes' team. Here is De Bruyne, so close to picking his spot. That one also took a deflection. City played against West Ham. Oscar Bob hoping to win his first Premier League title today. Got that stoppage time winner against Newcastle in January, and how important that proved to be. Here is Kudus. West Ham drawing a save out of Stefan Ortega. That is the best we've seen from the visitors today.
Yeah, best we've seen from Kudus as well up the field. Really nice work, good strike.
Some news from North London. Tomiyasu has scored for Arsenal. It is 1-1 in that game. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Kudus!
Wow.
Hang on! Hold the phone in the title race! We've just had a very big last few seconds. Arsenal equalising in London. West Ham reducing the deficit at the Etihad. City's lead back to 2-1.
What a goal this is. I said from a corner, from a free kick, if they can get something, well, that is a brilliant effort from Kudus. That really is. There's so much to do there, and that's a wonderful scissor kick that rockets past Ortega. Literally, the pace beats him. It's right over the top of his head, but it's beautifully struck.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri! There's the roar! There is the sound, perhaps of Arsenal hearts breaking. The man for the big moment delivers once again. He has scored in League Cup finals. He's scored in Champions League finals. It's not the first time Rodri has scored on the last day of the season. But how crucial is that goal for Pep Guardiola now?
Massive, huge moment that. They're not holding the trophy aloft just yet, but they're a lot closer to it right now. It's just toe-ended back to Rodri. And Areola's trying to look through gaps, peer through legs to get a view on this one. Look, you can see the goalie crouching down, doesn't see it till the last minute.
Header from Criswell. Rodri. Zuma hit the deck, and it was straight into the chest of the goalkeeper from Phil Foden.
Yeah, sweetly struck from a really tight angle. Beautifully hit once more.
Haaland! The touch ever so slightly too delicate. Erling Haaland. James Ward-Prowse sending it in. Oh, a deflection, and it does ricochet in. West Ham get another one. City appealing that it struck a hand. And let's see what the officials have to say about this.
I think they're appealing as well for a push. Maybe a push there when that first outswinging delivery came in. Whether they felt there was a push. Souček always good at getting into a little area in the box.
That is a bit like Thierry Henry against the Republic of Ireland in Paris all those years ago. Cheers around the Etihad as John Brooks confirms that the West Ham goal does not stand. That Manchester City's 2-goal lead remains intact in the final 2 minutes of the 90. And they've just got to keep the champagne on ice for a few more seconds. City players here are urging their supporters to keep off the field.
So difficult for the stewards there because so many want to be involved in this, and Bernardo Silva, look, pleading with his fans just to step back, get back behind the boards and wait till that whistle goes.
Referee John Brooks is asking the City players to come back into position. We are well over the allocated 5 minutes now. All smiles from those looking on, who know the job is surely done now. As John Brooks blows the final whistle, and Manchester City are the Premier League champions again. The first team ever to be champions of England 4 years in a row. Defending champions, reigning champions, still the champions.
Yeah. Brilliant team. Wonderful time for them, wonderful moment for them. That to win this league is exceptionally difficult. It is undoubtedly the toughest league on the planet to operate in, and to do it 4 on the spin is incredible. Congratulations, Man City, once again. You've been amazing.
2 early goals set City on their way. They still had to battle on until Rodri's goal was to seal it. The celebrations will be loud and they will be long from the noisy neighbours of Manchester. They have beaten West Ham by 3 goals to 1 to retain the Premier League title.